Okay, how can you relate something like that to your children? If a lot of times I don't know how to correct them in the right way because I've never been corrected.
You want to know how to do it? I can tell you in a few words.
I don't know the answers at the time when something is happening.
Give me an example.
My daughter, I called her in for dinner. Her little friend is saying, "Don't listen to your mother. Tell her you don't want to eat dinner."
Sounds like the little example I just gave.
Yeah, earlier, yeah, trying to, and I didn't know quite how to deal with that because the other child was the same age as my daughter, who is only 3.5, and she was 4. I mean, we're talking about...
You mean to say you don't know how to deal with that? You're in bad shape.
Well, okay, yes, maybe I am. And I didn't know what to say to the little girl and what to say to my daughter.
But I'll tell you what you did. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you don't know, shall I? Because it upset you.
It did.
See? And what now? You're the perfect classic example of what I said. What happens when you get upset? You get turned around.
Mm-hmm.
Then you forget this common sense thing to do. The common sense and the strength which flows from it. You see, that is what confidence is. Confideo. Together with fidelity with God, right? It's a unity. So, but there are forces, even in the 3-year-old kid, operating there that can throw you for a loop and upset you. That's why you need something called patience. There's a scripture that is so pretty. I'm not very good at scripture, so forgive me if I don't know it exactly, but it reads something like, "Count it a blessing, brethren, when you meet with various or divers temptations. For the trying of your faith," knowing what you know is right in your heart, "worketh patience." The trying of your, what you know is right, faith. I'm adding a few words. The trying of your faith, which is really a sense of strong knowing of what right and wrong is without without learning it from anybody, right? Intuitive. The trying of your faith worketh patience. Patience is no response, no obedience to stresses and pressures and temptations. Nobody can get inside you when you're patient. When you're full of faith and you're full of patience. And when you're full of patience, you're full of faith. And if you're not that, you're full of something else. Right? Now, you're not patient. You are not patient, and your impatience reverses the natural authority, the natural effect on your child. See, I've been endlessly patient with my children. Guess what? They love me. They see me as authority. They don't see the rest of the world as authority. They see the authority in their father as a real authority, something that is really their friend. So they know to come to me and not to trust anybody else. They know by the same conscience growing in them not to trust anybody else, because they see by the same conscience growing in them that is in me that is not there to trust. They see it. You naturally are a natural authority. If you be patient, love will show through. But you're impatient, then something else shows through that is not a natural authority to those children. And you drive them away. You make them rebel, or you make them conform. But then if you can make them conform, so can somebody else. We'll continue this serial tomorrow night.